If I die, I vow never to play this game again. Not on camera, not off camera, not even with friends. This is a true permadeath experience. This is absolute zero. This is the story of my life in their land. It all began on the 13th of August, 1927 in the South Atlantic Ocean. I awoke on a small boat, accompanied by my friends Jacob, Brian, and Ethan. Immediately, Ethan saved us from a fate similar to that of the Titanic by steering us away from a colossal rock looming ahead. We eventually arrived at an island that had been forgotten by history. Upon landing, we realized that some of our companions had become separated during the storm. Determined, we set out to find them, but soon encountered a dead end, forcing us to search for an alternative route. At that moment, I followed an unknown individual and opportunistically claimed credit for discovering an alternative path. Our search led us to a cave, where I was entrusted with the task of leading the way, armed with only a lighter. While waiting for my buddies in the brightly lit cave, I tried to light some vines on fire to no avail. Suddenly, we were ambushed by a pack of wolves. Armed with only a knife, I entrusted my friends with defending us using their guns. Escaping the cave, we encountered a deep canyon with no apparent means of crossing.
Any ideas?
Once again, I ingeniously improvised by laying down a large wooden plank to bridge the gap. We split up and stumbled upon a peculiar rock formation, which revealed that my character was a 19-year-old. Upon learning this, my two friends made unwelcome advances, but I kindly let them down. Their heartbreak was quickly assuaged when we discovered the remains of an ancient civilization, where we were once again attacked by wolves. Exploring further, I uncovered a hidden passage leading into a flooded cave, prepared to confront any lurking alligators. Emerging from the cave, we encountered a rickety bridge that inspired skepticism among the group. Despite their doubts, I was nominated to cross first, taking cautious steps to avoid a perilous fall. Unfortunately, I slipped near the end and hit my face on some rocks. Miraculously, I survived without any major injuries. Desiring to reunite with the others, I ventured into a cave illuminated by the sunlit sky above, featuring a solitary tree. Within this cave, I encountered a locked gate guarded by a massive centipede, which I swiftly dispatched to continue my journey. Soon, I encountered Henry, another member of our group. Tragically, he was swiftly killed by a creature so fast that it rivaled Sonic in a foot race. It didn't take long for me to realize the nature of these creatures as I encountered more blocking my path ahead. I made my way past those horrible creatures when I stumbled upon the impaled remains of my friend Christian. Realizing the severity of my situation, I grabbed his rifle off the ground just in time to be attacked by wolves yet again. Another fight, and a puzzle door later, I found the remains of the unnamed individual from whom I had stolen credits earlier that day. As I wiped away the single tear in my eye for whoever that was, I found myself down in a large canyon when suddenly a horde of giant elephants with really cool-looking trunks stampeded in my direction. I almost got caught in their path while trying to wait them out, only to realize that they wouldn't stop coming. I took a deep breath and made my way across the canyon, being careful not to get stepped on. I managed to find a small resting spot off in the distance, which also housed a torch that would come in handy when the sun goes down. Once I caught my breath, I ventured back out into the stampede, only to be taken by surprise by a whole gang of enemies hiding in the tall grass. Without thinking, I ran back into my resting spot, not realizing that all I did was corner myself in the process. I tried my best to fight my way out, but was unable to make any progress and died a horrible death as the group of enemies ripped off the flesh from my body, one excruciating bite after another. As promised, I will never play this game ever again.